we have Tier 3 Div 4 matchup featuring some people you might be familiar with. Those people are Intercept Insidious, made up of Crossy, Fake Skill, HDRM T-Belly, aka HDRM, aka T-Belly, aka Harry, aka Hazalicious. Plus their sub, who won't be appearing today. But they are going to be challenged by Just 4 Goalz, who are made up of Serio Cassis, and I'm sorry I'm saying these names incorrectly, Silver Wolf, or Zilver Wolf, but I'm guessing it's Silver Wolf, Mausalusi, interesting name, and Van Toffel. Not sure who is playing from those teams just yet, haven't received confirmation, but I'm sure 3 of them will be. These guys, Just 4 Goalz, that is, currently 2-1 on the season. That's good for 19th place. However, don't let their lowly position fool you, because this division is extremely compact. And a win here could catapult them all the way up to 11th place, which would be, like, I mean, it's 8 places higher than where they are now, and it would put them firmly in contention for the playoff spots, which are top 16, I will remind you. Meanwhile, Intercept Insidious sitting on 4-0 on the season, currently undefeated, 12 games won, 2 games lost. And that is good enough for first. But again, these guys, you might think, undefeated, they've only lost 2 games. Like, they must be dominating this entire division. However, the top 4 in the division are currently on 4 games won and 0 losses. The only reason that Intercept Insidious are on top is their game differential. So those 12 wins and the 2 losses is good enough to put them at the top. And yeah, they've been incredibly impressive. We've seen them on stream a few times. We've watched them on other people's streams. They have been absolutely bapping pretty much anyone that comes by. Also, a little note, Fake Skill has become an uncle recently, so he has gained powers, and those powers were on for viewing in their last game, where he scored like 17 goals in the first 2 games. It was kind of crazy, including at least 8, well, not including, but also 8 own goals. So dude just went absolutely nuts. And speaking of goals, apart from these guys, hashtag Team Goals, which, I mean, we all would love to be in a team this successful. But talking about actual goals, just 4 goals, just for goals, not just 4 goals, because 4 goals is a lot of goals, but just for goals, scoring 1.42 goals per game. But compare that to Intercept's 4.21 goals, more than twice as many goals per game. Their offense, as I mentioned, been absolutely bapping. Meanwhile, Just 4 Goalz, that's not a great number. You really want that in threes to be up around the 2.5 mark if you're going to be going equal. So I'm actually looking at those goals per game and their assists and saves. I'm a little bit surprised they do have a winning record, and their game differential is actually 6-6, so things are pretty close there. These guys have a lot to do, a lot to improve on offense, especially if they're going to beat a team like Insidious, who have a very solid defense to go along with that great offense. That solid defense only conceding 1.6 goals per game. Meanwhile, yeah, so these guys, get this. This is a fun little fact. They are tied for least amount of games played, right? Because they've won just about all of them. But they've also scored the most goals in the division, despite playing the least amount of games. And I'm not talking goals per game, I'm talking total goals, which is 59 right now. Absolute insanity from these guys. Bapping is not an American term. Can I get a definition? Yeah, kind of like clapping. Just bapping. I'm not sure it's an anything term. 63 goals so far. Intercept also has the same stat in Tier 2 Division 11. Nice. Let's see. Scrolling up to see what I've missed. Also, we are missing one of the teams. We are 1 minute past start time. They do have 10 minutes, but, I mean, guys, any players in the chat, just get there on time, yeah? Those 10 minutes are if something happens that causes you to be late, and not a expectation. I've not seen anything in Discord, so yeah. They could be playing CSGO. We've been pretty unlucky lately. I think a lot of Intercept's teams have been a little bit unlucky lately. with the forfeits. Honestly reckon Intercept are taking this. Scrimmed against them not too long ago. Toughest team. Yep, they're solid. They're solid. Oh, and look at this. We got Silverwolf joining the match, which means at least one of them's in here. Unfortunately, that's not enough to get this one started, although Van Toffel and Serio Cassis, Serio, I think we'll call them, have joined. So we're going to get ready. Players, if you are in the chat, get out of the chat, get into your cars, and get ready for the in-game signal that I will provide very, very briefly, once I can find the introduction button. And here we go. Tier 3, Div 4. Can Intercept Insidious stay undefeated and keep their top spot at the top of the table? Just a reminder that there are 3 teams alongside them with an undefeated record, so they could drop down to 5th place if those other teams were to win, and they were to lose. But now we're going to see Serio Cassis trying to get his team's offense kick-started. And we mentioned before the game that their offense will need a kickstart. It's been a little bit stagnant throughout the season so far. And this isn't really the team that they want a stagnant offense against. Insidious with a very prominent defense, or a very effective defense, keeping out most of the shots that come their way. They've only conceded 19 goals all circuit compared to the 59 that they've scored. Fake skill here, lurking on the back wall, just waiting for a pop from the other team, but it's shut down by T-Belly and Crossy in the midfield. And now Crossy in a 1v1, he can't get around the keeper. But Fake skill's up, he has an angle for the shot. Van Toffel gets in the way after Fake skill, didn't get a touch. Harry alone at the back just briefly, but deals with it well. Rolls it up the back wall, gets some time for his team. Crossy could have found an angle. Ooh, that's a good interception by Serio Cassis. He hadn't got a touch there. Crossy was lurking, looking to put the shot on net. Now the ball high above the Just for Goals net. They launch an attack. Ultimately a little bit fruitless. Like the directness, but need a little bit more height on those shots towards net. Try to get them to the crossbar if you can't get them on target with pace and accuracy. Crossy playing this to the corner. Hoping for the boost spawn, but it's not going to spawn for him. So he uses the 16 he has in the tank to get this one around the corner. Decides to steal the offensive boost. Oh, Fake skill gets bumped. It's going to allow Silverwolf a bit of space. 0 boost in the tank, though. Doesn't opt for that offensive corner boost steal. Big 50 by Crossy and T-Belly there. Or maybe it was Crossy and Fake skill, turning it into a 66-33 rather than a 50-50. We'll call it calculated commitment. Serio, a little bit awkward. He was going to have to flip to get back to that, but it doesn't work. Fake skill with the fake challenge. And Crossy with the pop, and Crossy with the shot. And Serio Cassis equal to it. Silva looking to just doink this out of defense. And here is Just for Goals. Brief moment on offense, but they can't muster a shot from it. So it's going to be Silva back in his own corner. It's Crossy up early, down mid. Serio Cassis, big pass to Silva with the open net. And it's Just for Goals who open the scoring. Against the run of play, some might say. I would say that. Definitely against the run of play. And Intercept Insidious find themselves down early in the series. It is still early in the game. We've just crossed halfway of game 1. But Just for Goals, starting with a bang. That'll get their confidence up. They broke quickly and effectively and just spotted that little chink in the armor of Intercept. We talked about their defense being excellent before the match. It wasn't so excellent there. Wide open net. Just found by a simple passing play. Serio just passing this one down to Crossy, who looks to shoot. T-Belly maybe looking for a little redirect, but it's Serio that's going to have a redirect. It is saved. Crossy now. Might have a touch, can't get back to it. Opts for the corner boost steal. Not a bad decision there. T-Belly in his own corner. Silva was going to put this onto the crossbar. Look for a double. He can't get to it. Crossy misses, expecting the shot. Fake skill forced into the big save there. Does get it and will take this away at least to a 50. And Intercept under a little bit of pressure here. They need to get this down the other end. They can't. They're just being held back in their own half, in their own third even. Struggling to get it out. muster any kind of offense as Crossy wraps this one around the corner, but it's Serio Cassis the latest to just keep the pressure on. He's going to hang around. He's got plenty of boost. Fake Skill doesn't have much, but he does get a good challenge. No one from Intercept really taking control here. Fake Skill will eventually. Baits into 50. Will he get back to it? He won't get the boost, but he will get an infield ball, and T-Belly can't get to it. Now Crossy needs to buy some time for his team to get some boost and continue this attack. Might get a 50 here in midfield, but Serio Cassis just soft touch. Might throw a Fake Skill. Doesn't. Fake Skill deals with it. Little passing play starting to develop, but Van Toffel not having any of it. Now it's Crossy a lot across the face of his own net. Serio just keeping the pressure on, and since they've scored, Just for Goalz have been utterly dominant in the territorial game. T-Belly resorting to a huge clear and chase, which might be the play here, since the passing plays out of defense have just not been viable so far. But there's been no shots since they've conceded for Intercept, and they might concede again here. Timely touch for Crossy. The shot does come in. Zilva with the doink, and Crossy scrambling. Van Toffel with the latest chance. And Intercept lucky not to go 2 down there as they're fighting to get back into this one. 15 seconds remaining. They need something special, and they nearly got it from a rough double commit. Fake Skill almost able to follow, but pressure telling it's going to have to be a full length of the field. Final seconds play, maybe even 0 seconds. T-Belly, a lot of pressure on this touch. It's a good one. Crossy's up, Fake Skill's up, everyone's up, and T-Belly can't get to the ball before it hits the ground. And that will be 1-0 Just for Goalz in this best of 5. And look at that, Just for Goalz completely outshooting Insidious, who looked good in the opening minute or so. Maybe even the opening half, but conceded that goal around midway and just looked to be second best for the rest of the game. Just for Goalz looking good, rotating well, keeping the pressure on, stealing the corner boost, getting back to the mid boost, taking that when they needed, and never really letting up and not letting Insidious out of their defensive end. But yeah, not typical play from Insidious. We didn't see the highlight reel goals that we have seen from these players. We haven't seen Fake Skill's Uncle Powers engaged just yet. But maybe his body just needs to, realize that he is an uncle now. So that was some very un-uncle-like play in that first game. But they have lost games before. I'll remind you, that's just the 3rd game they've lost throughout this season. This being the 5th series they've competed in. T-Belly, not sure if that was an intentional fake. I don't think so, since Crossy cheated quite hard on it. But he managed to wave dash around the ball. He's going to take to the sky. He's got plenty of boost. Flips into it. Opts not to follow. Won't get the corner steal. And here, Intercept starting with a bit of pressure. T-Belly playing it. Fake Skill opting not to go for the doink. We'll pull back. Crossy now with the opportunity to pop and chase. 2 players up from Just for Goalz, but they just need Silverwolf back. As Crossy couldn't get that anywhere near the net and gets demoed as a result. And T-Belly with the shot. Good save by Serio. But Fake Skill's going to keep the pressure on. It's a pass up to Crossy, who beats the defender. Can T-Belly finish? Fake Skill's bumping, but it's onto the crossbar and away by Van Toffel. But Fake Skill puts it mid again. Crossy's there. Crossy whiffing uncharacteristically. We've seen a couple whiffs now on offense by Crossy. Maybe the pressure just getting to him a little bit. Usually hits those. Crossy just flipping this speculative towards net. Oh! Zilver, I think, on the goal line. Just couldn't get the touch around the post. And finally, Intercept Insidious score their first goal of the series. It only took them, a little over 6 minutes. My goodness. I wasn't expecting that one to go in. Looked like Zilver had the save, but maybe just couldn't quite read the angle he needed to hit that, to keep it out of net. And so far this game, it has been all Intercept. However, that was the story last game, albeit minus the goal. And then Just for Goalz woke up at the stroke of halftime, put one in, and never looked like conceding again. And Serio looking to put one in here. Crossy, though, with the half flip. He's got plenty of boost, looks for the early flick. Silverwolf shuts it down and will continue. Doesn't have too much boost to continue to this. Will get the boost steal, though. Fake Skill Clears it out. Good bit of pressure here for just 4 goals, but a little bit of space here opens up for Crossy, but he's backflipped and just mechanics letting Crossy down. It does seem like nerves. Not sure why this game would be different to the others he's played on stream, but these are nervous plays, just a little bit of confidence gone out across his game. Might need a nice little goal to get that confidence back, start feeling himself. Because right now, all he's feeling is bad with those flips. Oh, and that's a big save from Crossy. That might get the confidence going. That might get the blood flowing. And that might get Intercept Insidious' star player back into this game. Big clear now. He's looking to follow. It's a big dunk on Silverwolf. T-Belly lining up the bounce shot. Van Toffel getting in the way. Plenty of boost here for both teams, although not for Crossy, who's looking to flip that on net and steal the boost. Fakeskill's got the time he needs to get this one out. Was an awkward bounce on the curb. T-Belly, though, should get it clear, but Serio Cassis beats him to it and just keeps the pressure on. Let's look for a ceiling shot. Oh, but he's not gone up well. The setup, a little bit rough. Silverwolf now playing it out. Tries to play it over 2, but only beats 1, and then there's some shenanigans on the backline to get that one out. But it will get out, although only as far as Van Toffel and his teammate who put this midfield, and this is an opportunity, but Crossy aware of the danger. Crossy now with the bounce shot opportunity. Oh, he missed the first one, but recovers well to hit the second attempt into the net, past the keeper, and that will double the Intercept lead. 2 goals to 0 now. 1 minute 46 seconds. They're looking good for it. They're outplaying their opponents. Just for goals, though, looking like they could score. So it's not definitively one-sided. This game is not over yet. There is plenty of time. Serio looking to get back into this one quickly. Fake skill. Awkward touch on his own back wall. Just puts it midfield, though. Crossy there to make the save. And now it's up to Fake skill to get this one clear despite the low boost. Gonna be looking for pads. Look for that corner boost to spawn. Never mind, I'm talking about the corner boost. Well, T-Belly's trying to find the corner of the net, but is saved. But this one won't be. Fake skill up. He would have gotten that back corner boost, and he's used about half of it to get up to this one. And that's a great little shot. Just banging that down into the bottom right. 3 goals to 0 now for Intercept Insidious, and they are right back into this series. Also, Rando, just a little heads up, you can find the tier of most of the IGL games and the division just under the scoreboard. There's a little T3, D4 for this one. It's not the most obvious thing, but once you know it's there, it's helpful. For anyone in chat who doesn't know that little tidbit. And Fake skill looking to make a 4th goal happen. Early flip into this, beats the scrambling defense who, I mean, at this point, just for goals, when you're 3-0 down, you've got to push forward, and gaps start to open up at the back. So if you don't score, the opposition probably will. That's exactly what Intercept Insidious do. This is turning into a little bit of a blowout. About 55 seconds left. T-Belly in the corner. This is from midfield. All 3 players from Just for Goals in their own net. Maybe just looking to stem the bleeding. Keep a little pride in this game. You don't want to be going down 5, 6, 7 goals. Definitely don't be wanting to suffer the dreaded Brazil or the not off-scene Barcelona. Either way, maybe just looking to find some foundational defense in their play as we get into this next game, because I hate to call it early, but this one is over. Even if this rolls in, there's a lot to do for Just for Goals. And my guess is that in 15 seconds, Intercept Insidious will secure their first win of the series, leveling it up to 1-1. I will say they've got to be the favorites going into the remainder, because they have looked utterly dominant in the last half of this game too. And as that ball hits the ground, Intercept Insidious will pick up their win. And I just realized I haven't actually updated the scoreboard. That's my bad, guys. What have I done here? Yep, it's all good now. So it is now updated. Everything is on the right track. I'm going to take a sip of water. Tim coming out with the support for Just for Goals. Good to see you, Tim. Always a pleasure. Crossy's saying sorry. I'm not sure what for. Maybe joined the wrong team. All right, let's get this one started. Game 3. Always important. Whoever wins this one will be on match point. The other team will have to beat that team twice in a row. Crossy now. Big clear forward to Fake Skill, who loses out on the midfield challenge. Crossy with the full boost. Wants to turn on that, so T-Belly can't come out for it. T-Belly will come out for it now. Doesn't have too much boost by the looks of it. Indeed, 12 to his name. Gonna try and make this awkward for the defense, though. Does exactly that. Forces Van Toffel up for that. Wasting valuable resources, although those are resources that he will get back with that corner boost steal. Oh! Fake Skill puts this midfield. That's a big clear. That could find the net, but Crossy should get there, but he can't. And Silverwolf does to Crossy what was done to him by that exact man. And that's put a speculative effort that should be saved on net and have the defender just whiff. And Mothman, thank you so much for the $5. Much appreciated. My guy, sorry there's no alert. That's due to the stream. Can replay that in an intermission later if there was a message attached to it. I'm not sure. But much appreciated. Ooh! I didn't even see the lead up to this one. I was too busy checking out the chat. But T-Belly, or Fake Skill with... I appreciate that $5. Fake Skill's going to appreciate that pass from T-Belly out of the corner. Just allowing him to slam that in for the equalizer. With a minute gone, we've got 1 goal apiece. And this one's going to come straight down. It's an opportunity for Crossy, but Silverwolf deals with it well. And Fake Skill looking for a second. Can't get to it. Crossy tries to pop it over the defense, but they're aware to a big dunk. T-Belly's going to keep the pressure on. It's another infield pass from the corner. Serio Cassis there to take it out, though. Crossy, difficult ball to go for. Misses it. T-Belly alone at the back briefly. Deals with it well. Comes in. Big clear. Now this one's just going to float above the Just for Goal. Oh my goodness. Just for Goal just sitting there. Nothing they could do about this. Crossy, we talked about some shaky mechanics earlier, but this was just beautiful. Out of absolutely nowhere, but no one challenging the shot. Crossy going, all right, if you're going to give me a free one, I'm going to make it look good. Gets upside down and just slams that one over the Just 4 Goals defense. I was at a brief loss for words there. Don't mind me. Serio Cassis clearing this one out. Fake Skill just getting a little caught up, but T-Belly's going to be able to hit this towards the crossbar. Fake Skill to follow. Passes it high. Crossy's up. You know he is. And Crossy gets his second aerial goal of the game. He's going to put that lead out to 2. Intercept Insidious sitting on 3 goals. Just for Goals. Sitting on 1. Hopefully that gives him some confidence, says Berserk. He's looking pretty confident now. 2 great goals in this game 3. Insidious. Oh, that's a big miss. Oh, no. And Fake Skill actually got a touch there. I just thought it was an own goal. Gonna have to take a second look at this. Can we see it? Oh, it's actually a dunk by Fake Skill. I thought Silverwolf had put it onto his teammate and in, but that is absolute filth by Fake Skill. Now Fake Skill winning that kickoff. Intercept looking good. They haven't looked trouble for the majority of this game, apart from that first goal. But since that first goal went in from Just 4 Goals, which can I say is a very confusing name when you're trying to say the number of goals and things like that. After that first goal went in for Just 4 Goals, Intercept have just looked on top. They've looked to be the better team, which we expected coming in, but they were a little bit shook in that first game. So Just 4 Goals, no, they've got it in them. We just need to find that again. Find out what was working. Try and get back to that. But 2 players on the goal line is not going to get you back to that, especially when you need offense. No one challenging the ball, and it was just pure luck that that goal didn't go in after the demo did. Now Crossy looking for a dish, maybe. Fake Skill looking for that impossible angle. Oh, she's going up for that shot as it skims across the backboard. Crossy up early. Will try and play it to himself in the corner, but not going to get back to it. Serio Cass is just scrambling to get this one out, buy his team a little bit of time just to get some boost to mount an attack. Oh, and it's a rocket of a shot from Crossy. Well saved from Van Toffel. Van Toffel now has full boost, has the opportunity, just didn't use his boost to get up to that ball. Maybe not expecting the Intercept player to be there with him. Was beaten, and all that boost just goes to waste now. The shots coming in, nothing particularly threatening, but Intercept not needing to extend right now. Content to just put soft shots on net, keep just 4 goals in that net, and on defense as the clock ticks down. 1 minute remaining, just 4 goals. I mean, they need 4 goals if they want to win this one. Need them within a minute. Now Silva tracking back. He's going to leave it to his teammate Serio Cassis. Just plays this forward aimlessly. This one looks to be done and dusted with 40 seconds left. There is time, but this, I mean, there's just no offense right now to speak of for just for goals. Here's the first shot coming in, but it's shut down before it can even register as a shot. Just don't remember them having a meaningful opportunity in this game since they scored the opener. Silverwolf can't get back to this. Crossy's going to find a 5th, and that is all she wrote for Game 3. I mean, it might not be all she wrote. There might be more, but it's everything of significance. 20 seconds remaining. Not much Just for Goals can do. They need just 4 goals to equalize. But with 20 seconds remaining, they need a goal every 5 seconds, if my brilliant mathematical skills are correct, which they often aren't. So, you know, let me know. I'm sure we've got some mathematicians in the chat. And T-Belly's gonna just ride this one out. Fake Skill gonna pop it on. They're gonna try and keep this one up, look for a 6th. Brazil out of reach, but why not try and get as close as possible? That is gonna be a Game 3 victory, but a second game win for Insidious. I'm gonna give them the little pip that indicates that on the scoreboard, because I remember to do that. Production mastermind that I am. Scoreboard updated. Currently 2-1. Intercept Insidious sitting on match point. Just 4 goals, needing to win 2 in a row if they want to take this series and end Insidious's undefeated streak so far. Again, 4 series, 0 losses for Intercept, looking to make it 5. All of the top 4 currently undefeated in this division, that being Division 4. So a big win here if they are to win. Serio looking to cut that one out. Crossy with the 50 win in midfield. It's good enough for Fake Skill to follow. This is an awkward ball for Silverwolf. Oh, and he did get a touch to it. I thought Fake Skill might have played that away from the goal. Save attributed to Silverwolf. And Vantafel with the flip reset. He's going to wave dash out of it, so he's used it. That's good. Got to use that flip reset when it comes to you, regardless of how you use it. Even if it's, I'm sorry, but even if it's to your team's detriment, if you have a flip reset and you have a play on the ball, you have to use it. It's only correct. It's basically rule 1 in my book. But Van Toffel couldn't get back to the ball, so he did utilize it with the wave dash, and that's acceptable. But just so all you aspiring Rocket League players, just know that. It doesn't matter if you're stopping a certain goal for your team. You have to flip with that resetted flip. If you get a flip reset, you got to flip. Kaori's talking straight facts out here. But now, the first minute gone, as I've talked about flip resets. No goals scored. Fake's still awkward in his own corner. T-Belly's going to take over. Good comms there. Fake is up, but will get beaten by Silverwolf. Oh, and Serio, I thought for a second, might have beaten Crossy and gotten an angle. Crossy shuts it down, though. T-Belly beaten in the corner. This is awkward, but Fake Skill cuts it out. Van Toffel, though's lurking. He might have an opportunity here, but he can't get under that ball to just give it the elevation it needed to get over the first defender. Now Fake Skill playing this forward, trying to beat Silverwolf, but Silverwolf gets under it. Oh, Fake Skill looking for the bump as the angled shot comes in from T-Belly. But with the bump missing, the save was made. Might have been slightly off target regardless, but threatening plays for Intercept. And a nice even start as we come into the 3rd minute of the game, I was about to think that I'd just given it the caster's curse by thinking about it, and that we weren't going to make it in the 3rd minute of the game without a goal, but we do. T-Belly clears this one out. But a nice even matchup for the first 2 minutes of this one. Oh, and just as I glance away, I was looking down to see the shot stats on Fake Skill. And he's like, how's this for a shot? What an angle that is, my goodness. Able to get it around the diving defender and inside the post. And that is a nice little angle for Fake Skill to open the scoring in Game 4 for his team. Just going to sneak a little quick look at the shooting stats. That was one shot for just 4 goals. That just coming in as we looked at it. Again, just being completely nullified on offense. It's T-Belly. Gonna get a little bit fancy there with the 1 car length high air rolls. He's gonna steal the boost on his way out as Fake Skill chips this towards the back wall, and I'm not actually sure what T-Belly was doing there, but he's just cleaned up Fake Skill on Fake's way to an offensive play. Thought T-Belly probably should have just rotated out, but who knows what is going on in the minds of these players. They are undefeated, so who am I to tell them what to do? Silverwolf missed there, but soft double commit does take care of it. It shouldn't cause too much damage. They both recover well, but Fake Skill looking to shoot, and Crossy looking to finish, and it's going to have to be T-Belly. The shot is open, as is the goal, and that will be a second now for Intercept Insidious as they look to close this one out right here and right now. Once again, they are on match point, so a win here will keep them undefeated, will send them to 5-0 on the season. And it will put Just for Goalz not out of playoff contention, but definitely in the danger zone, as they will go to 2-2 on the season in a very stacked division full of very interesting results. And oh, they might have started a comeback here, but Crossy gets back in the nick of time. Goal line clear there. That was a very tasty shot. Just needed a little bit more power to cause the panic needed. T-Belly's going to take it around 1, and something Insidious have been doing so well is getting that ball out of their corner, beating that first defender, and giving them at least a 50 with the second, which gives them the numbers advantage. And talking of numbers advantage, Silverwolf having to defend the pass and the shot at the same time. Doesn't get either of them. And that is a 3rd goal and a 2nd for T-Belly. And a minute remaining now for Just for Goalz to save this series. They looked so good in Game 1, but since then, Intercept just seeming to find their feet, seeming to find their confidence, and seeming to find their defense. And all of that has given them the foundation they need to play forward with confidence, get the goals. And with 40 seconds remaining, they look almost certain to get the series win. But plenty of time, well, not plenty of time, but there's definitely time for a comeback, but not if Crossy scores here. Serio keeping his team in the game, but the clock is ticking down as Crossy with a huge block and looking to follow with a 4th for his team. But with 20 seconds remaining, it's just a little bit too much right now. And as the clock counts down, preemptive caster curse. There's still time. A little kickoff goal. And Intercept might just get a little bit nervous. Let's see if Just for Goalz can pull something out on this kickoff. They need it to go their way. And it doesn't, unfortunately. Fake Skill's there to follow. And with that, Intercept Insidious will secure the win. They will secure their 5-0 on the season, their 5th series win, undefeated. And T-Belly putting in a last goal for good measure, getting his hat trick even. You love to see it. Nice little pop. Silverwolf just can't get to it. T-Belly could. So 3-1. This series finishes. Intercept looking solid, all but guaranteeing that top spot come next week. Although that 1 game loss at the beginning could cost them, because the second place team is currently sitting, or was sitting on the same game win-loss ratio that Intercept were, that being 12-2. So, of course, Intercept going to move to 15-3. So, if that second place team does sweep in their match this week, they will move to first place. However, these guys looking really good, and whether first or second, they put themselves in a great position to take out the top spot in this division. They are guaranteed a really good seed for the playoffs with one game remaining. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to watch these guys. Just 4 goals. GG's. They had a valiant effort. Winning that first game had Intercept shook, to be honest. Crossy especially having some troubles, having some whiffs, not having great plays. Yeah, it took them about halfway through the second game to really get started. And then after that, it was all Intercept, all one way. And in the end, it is them taking out the victory.